Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Factory Town. Let's get right back into it. In the last episode, we were working on bringing a brand new pasture up to scratch, which I think is still our objective here. Ideally, we want to try and produce a little bit more animal feed than we are currently producing, but that's not a problem. I'm sure we'll fix that. What I also want to do is I want to switch on over from medicine to intermediate logistics. I think that this is going to be slightly more practical in terms of what we can actually do with it. So let's try and get that up and running as soon as possible, because that will allow us to get some good stuff. Grabbers and whatnot, I believe, which is what I'm really interested in. It will sorters, pushers, grabbers, splitters, blockers, filters, and then also advanced logistics, which is very cool indeed. Okay, it's going to take a little while for it to come to fruition, but we can just about survive. Yeah, we can hopefully get rid of these wagons once we get some grabbers, so that'll be kind of nice. Ideally, we want to get just that little bit more. I want to get just a little bit more of this grain stuff coming down the chute. We've not got a huge amount coming down the chute at the moment. Also, coin-wise, we're not too hot on coins at the present moment, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. We're shipping a whole bunch of stone to the appropriate area, which is still fine. You guys are doing stonemason work, which is grand. Yeah, we do need to get a couple more. I want to get a couple more dudes. I want to get a couple more dudes on top of things. In order to get more dudes, though, we're going to need to get more houses. And we also need more happiness. Or actually, tell a lie, our happiness is actually in a fairly good place at the moment. But we could still do with more. Always good to have more happiness. Just leather in general is something that we're going to need to get done fairly soon. So let's build another pasture. We need 30 stone. Really? And we need an available space for a worker. Okay, maybe we don't immediately start producing wool here. Maybe we start producing leather. I mean, let's be real, right? If we produce leather and beef, we can actually get both from the same animal. What is that? Milk? Yeah, I'm not interested in milk, to be honest. I'm interested in leather. All right, let's get leather. It's going to take a whole bunch of animal feed and a whole bunch of water as well, actually, to do that. But hey ho. Animal feed, we can maybe get transported into this area. We got a lot of fertilizer here. How have we got fertilizer here? That's a real big question mark right there. You know what? Let's move all of our fertilizer to the base so that we can free up a slot right here for the good old animal feed, which I want to transport over here. Okay, so we got one truck at the moment taking resources from the grain mill to the pasture, which is fine. I want to change things up a little bit, though. Can I get some more house upgrades? Yeah, I can actually get some more house upgrades. Let's get a couple more house upgrades so that we can get a few more members of the general populace. There we go. That gives us 4 more people. Is that going to be enough? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. You're on fertilizer transportation. That's a-okay with me. Okay, so you can do from there to there, and you can do from there to there. Sure. That's a pretty horrific walk, but whatever. Let's also get the chute connected up right in there. Grand, and that will allow the pasture to start operating. Perfect. Ideally, we'd also like to get a well set up over here as well. That would be very good indeed. Okay, I think we're a little bit low on planks right now. And also, it doesn't even matter because we're going to output something that's not compatible with the chute. Alright, well. Don't say I didn't try. I tried. There we go. Alright. Fine. Let's get a well. Beautiful. Just place it down like here. Planks. Really? Alright, we are making planks. We're just making them very, very slowly, and half of them are being moved out. Which is just not the end of the world. We got a lot of wheels. We can probably not do this right now. Yeah, don't do that. Just help move planks. You can come over here in anticipation for getting the water set up. In fact, you know what? No, you can go and help out over there. Sure, you can come out over here. Great. Alright. It's almost enough. Almost enough for a well. Unless we could somehow use this well as well. I don't think that's a possibility. I think we might just be too far away. We'll have to get a second well, which is fine. It is what it is. We got to make do with what we got, right? Okay, great. Well, from there to there. Perfect. Okay, great. The pasture should now be operational, albeit slightly slowly. So, fertilizer. Yeah, great. Right, we need to find a use for our fertilizer. We have way too much fertilizer at the moment. It really is becoming somewhat of a problem. But everything else is being produced in fairly large quantities, actually. What's going on here? How have we got a full output? Oh, it's because we are not using the wagon anymore. Yeah. Sure. Let's just start that up again, I guess. We'll get the wagon to do it. We don't need a backlog of a whole bunch of grain. That's fine. Alright, and in the meantime, you're going to make us leather, and I think it's, what, like 100 leather that we need? Or no, sorry, 10 leather? That's what we need? That's not actually that much. That's actually really rather doable. Stone bricks, again, we're having a little bit of a production problem when it comes to stone bricks. Truthfully, we need more people just, like, mining stone constantly. Yeah, I feel that we've got just too many intermediate steps. We need to get a grabber. I've been reliably informed that once we get a grabber that can basically just grab water from the well and stick it into the lumber mill and to the pasture, it will make a measurable difference. So as soon as we get intermediate logistics done, I think that will be a cause for celebration. That's actually different. That's actually iron ore and coal. And there's also fish over there. Okay. Interesting indeed. Well, we're up to 15 happiness now, which is quite good. The barn has got a few bits of leather. It's also got a lot of... okay, this is gonna be an issue. We now have too many wheels. That's really not a problem that I anticipated having at all, actually. Hold on, are you delivering? Who's delivering fertilizer to this area? Someone is delivering fertilizer. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. It's not you. But you are replicating the route of someone else. You can come up here. Who is the fertilizer chap? It's you. You're doing the fertilizer. All right. Fertilizer can go long distance to the base. Right. We can actually store stuff in the base in more numerous quantities. So that's good. We don't want to put fertilizer in here. We can keep this free for something else. I don't exactly know what yet, but we're working on it. Yeah, we need to find some more leather storage, and I feel that we can temporarily fix this problem by moving the fertilizer to there. We can also move the fertilizer to there. Perfect. That's the leather. That's the leather, Potato. What are you doing? Alright, just dump this fertilizer, honestly. Just dump it. Also, dump the planks. There we go. Get the leather. That's important. That's what I really care about. I mean, I care about everything, all of our resources, really, but I care mostly about the leather, which I need in order to complete the upgrade. So let's get the leather first, and then we can worry about other stuff later on. I feel that we need to increase our populace. That's definitely something that we need to do. Also, in order to get the next upgrade, we need some stone bricks, which means we really, really ought to increase our stone production. And in order to do that, we need to probably try and get a quarry, because stone is one of the very limiting factors that we currently have at present. But we should almost be towards... we should be getting there with regards to leather, which is quite nice. Grain mill is giving us the occasional bit of grain to stick down the chute, which is fine. Happy days. Yeah. We should also turn this grain mill back on, actually, because we don't have that operating at this moment in time. Yeah, do we have someone that's spare over here? Yeah, we do. Perfect. Sure. That to there. Grand. All right. It doesn't need to be frequent, but a little bit of grain production would be lovely. We also don't have any people free, which is fine. All right. Should we upgrade one house? So what will that actually do? Oh, consume medicinal. Oh, lovely. I'm very, very keen on that. That's fantastic news. Given the fact that we're halfway through medicine, I believe progress saves. If it doesn't, well, we're gonna have wasted a lot of research stuff. But hey ho. There we go. Perfect. Do we actually have anyone moving? Yeah, we do. We do actually have a wagon moving resources to the food market, which is fine. Doesn't need to be super frequent in order to be successful. Lovely. All right, 10 leather. We're almost there. We're very, very close to being there. Okay. 8 leather. Come on, just a little bit more. A little bit more animal feed, and we're golden. I need to find some way. I need to find some way of increasing my stone production. We've already got quite a considerable number of chaps that are working on this. Yeah. We've already got a lot of stone storage. In fact, you know what? It's probably best if you just, you know, start working on the stonemason. We don't really need any other basic stone. We're doing very, very well for basic stone. All right, 20 leather. We're so close to being there. We're at 8. Oh, come on. Just a wee bit more. Just a wee bit more. Yeah, I think that we're kind of at our production limit of this farm at this moment in time. We could perhaps stick another couple of workers into this area. That would probably be a good idea to get just that little bit extra. There we go. Just a little bit of extra output. Can't go wrong with a little bit of extra output. Perfect. Also, apply water, apply fertilizer. That might be something that we want to consider in the future. Right, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we're so close, we're so close. We are just, we're that close, really. One more bit of leather. One more bit of leather and we're there. But yeah, on the whole, I think that things are pretty darn good. We do definitely need more stone blocks because we're just not getting the production that we want. And the reason that we're not getting the production that we want is because we're having to move so many of them to the general store. Thank goodness for these chickens. Honestly. Honestly, these chickens are doing a fantastic job. They're selling like hotcakes. They really are doing very, very well. Intermediate logistics are about halfway complete, which is perfect. Alright, and maybe after that we do actually pursue medicines. Oh, 21, 21. Oh, come on. I feel this is just unfair, honestly. Right. Move you up here. One more bit of feed after this bit. And if happiness stays above 20, then we're golden. 22, even better. Come on, this is the bit of feed. I'm watching it. Alright, let's revert you to... Let's revert you back to moving around over there. Alright, do we have it? We've got it. We've got it. We have got it. Alright, perfect. Base upgrade level 3. House max increased by 4. New building unlocked kitchen. Alright, that's interesting. What does the kitchen do for us? Distributes and sells medicinal goods automatically to nearby houses. That's very, very good indeed. I'm very interested in that. What we should actually do... I know I just built this house up to level 3, and I know I'm going to feel like a complete idiot. But we're going to get rid of it. Yeah, we've got slightly too many workers at this present moment. However, I think what would be really valuable is having an actual area in which passing can take place. Right, great. Let's place down a couple of houses to make up for the fact that we now... Oh, there we go. Come on. Get out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright, let's get a couple of these houses upgraded. Grand. 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 Alright, because this is going to be the main thoroughfare, right? Like, we need to make sure that this area is well serviced. The general store can probably be deleted as well. The thing I like about this game is that you can constantly be refining your town. It really is fantastic. Alright, there we go. So, pretty much the whole base is going to be run on 3 path thickness, and maybe we'll make you a 2 path. Yeah, fine. Just so that it's a little bit wider, a little bit easier to access. All right, cool. What about an apocryphy, or whatever it's called? Minecart. Very interested in the minecart. Road. Yep. Let's get a whole bunch of road. There we go. Alright, so we should have no speed issues. All of these dudes should be a speed demon. Okay, yeah, there to there. Perfect. Great. Do we have any other issues with general store? I don't think we should. I think we should be fine. Yeah, it should have no real issues there. Alright, perfect. We are running out of trees. That is of slight concern to me, but it's not a concern for right now. An apocryphy, we're going to need iron plate, and we're going to need a forge to make that happen. Alright, and a kitchen produces a variety of valuable cooked items. We're going to need 20 stone in order to make that possible. I mean, I do want to invest in a kitchen. I really very much for sure want to do that. Right, you're going to take a little bit of a pause for now, because I actually really desperately want to save up stone bricks, because I want to get a whole bunch of house upgrades. And we also need to find some place to put the apocryphy, but we don't have the resources to build the apocryphy at the moment, so we'll have to deal with that a little bit later. What would be a really good investment? I'm telling you, what would be a great investment would be this road right here. There we go. Just a little bit of spare stone that we got kicking around. It's going to help speed up transfer speed dramatically. Right. There we go. Okay, fine. You are done with your fertilization duties of moving the fertilizer to the basket, to the base over here, which is great. Which means that we can now find you other responsibilities. I also do want to get cloth. I know I want to get cloth, but I don't have the ability to do that quite yet. part of me thinks that this grain mill, the way that we've gone about doing this, is slightly wrong. I really like the location that we've got for the grain mill here, but I feel that it could be slightly improved. Magic rail. What the heck is a magic rail? Right, let's get the grain mill. Let's put the grain mill right here. And let's get the grain mill to produce animal feed. Great. You can take stuff to there. Fine. Great. You guys need to move up here. And you need to move over here. Because what I want to do is I want to get a barn right about there. And I think that this should work. Output to input. There we go. All right, perfect. So the grain is going to basically just output directly into the barn. The worker is going to take some grain to the pasture. And you are going to take grain up to the chute over here. I want to see the route that this thing takes. There we go. And then stick a little bit of a path in there. Perfect. So that just basically means that all of our grain is going to be coming out of the barn, or going directly into the barn rather than faffing around, which is wonderful. And now we should have a free wagon. Basically. Kind of like what we did with the crate. We've got like an external area. Alright, so we've got a wagon free, we've got a worker free, and we've got some people free, which is quite nice. We're also managing to work on intermediate logistics, as well as maintaining a fairly substantial amount. What the heck is going on here? Oh, you're just moving grain around. That's actually okay. I'm kind of okay with that. In fact, that's good for us. That is good to see. Let's have a car park over in this area. Sure. You know what? Delete this grain and get it moved over to the base, please. That would be very productive for you to do. We need more wood. We definitely need more wood. And also, where's all of our happiness gone? Where is all of our happiness gone? Are we getting enough we getting enough stuff from the farm? We should be, but I guess we just got one guy doing the trip to the grain mill, whereas sorry, we've got one guy doing the trip to the grain mill that produces flour, and we've got a wagon going between the crate and the grain mill that produces animal feed. So our current production is heavily weighted in favor of animal feed production, which I'm not actually complaining about. It's actually quite good. Okay, this is a problem, and another problem is the fact that I can't actually upgrade the barn, which means that we're going to build up a little bit of a leather backlog in this area. That's something that we quite frequently have to deal with. Yeah. I'm going to create a second chute. Because I think that we're actually having chute overflow issues. Yeah. There we go. Will that make any difference? Just sort of split the workload. I mean, you've just literally walked around with your boulder. Everyone is walking around. What the heck is going on here? Either way, a little bit of optimization here and there makes a big difference. All right, come on. Give me the good news that I've got intermediate logistics done. Unfortunately, not the good news that I was looking for. But not the end of the world. How are we doing stone production-wise? Oh, man, we're doing fantastically. I don't want to dump this stone, actually. What I do want to do is use the stone for something. So I'll just do a whole bunch of house upgrades. We need to do these anyway, so we might as well take this opportunity to do it. Perfect. Not going to have enough to do all of the houses, but that is what it is. Fine. Yeah, we've got too much output. The problem is that we've got... This barn is very, very busy. And also it's got like 50 water in, which I really don't understand why we've got so much water in. But there we go. Well, let's just dump it so that we don't have any issues with overflowing stone or whatnot. So a whole bunch of level 3 houses. That's grand. A couple more. Okay, we've basically got 30 people. We got 30 people with which to plan our town and operate bits and bobs, which I'm quite happy about. Grain mill is working hard at making animal feed. The barn is not storing much, but that's because most of it is being stuck directly into the pasture, which is actually kind of nice. I'm not super... I'm not going to complain about that too much. Just sort of thinking, like, what more can we really do to optimize things further? I know there's a lot, but I feel like a lot of it is contingent on the... on getting the intermediate logistics up and running. But I think maybe now would be a great time to look at getting the forester up and running. I think that's probably something that we should look at. Wow, holy cow. You know, maybe that's something that we should look at doing fairly soon. Also, a forge. We can build a forge right now, can't we? No, we need to get metallurgy before we can get a forge. It's very close, though. We're very, very close. Can block path movement, restricts movements, and organizes... Oh, that would be great, actually. That would be really, really good. That would be very, very good. In fact, you know what? We can actually do that. We can actually do that. Maybe we do want to do it. Because this is a one-way... we can make this a one-way road. Although I feel that we've pretty much solved the need for a one-way area by having a pretty substantial thoroughfare in the middle of the base. Yeah, I feel that that's fine. I feel that things are fine. I want to start making use of chutes, and I want to start making use of more pastures. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get more pastures. We need more pastures. Let's get it up and running. Okay, pasture. In fact, what we should probably do right here, let that get there. Great. And put a crate right there. Perfect. Ooh. Interesting. That's nice. A whole bunch of meaningless, but presumably beautifying buildings. Very, very keen on that. Alright, we got a couple of free dudes, and by a couple, I mean a lot. So you need to take to there. You need to take to there. And we need to get the wool thing. Yeah, okay, so fertilizer needs to go... I mean... where do you want fertilizer to go? I feel that fertilizer should just be dropped somewhere that I just don't care about at the moment. We're doing very, very well for fertilizer, but other stuff I'm not that bothered about. Okay, barn. Let's get the wool into the barn. Fine. Yeah. Where's the wagon that does the transports to this area? Oh, it's very, very slow. We speed that up a little bit. I feel that we could just cut journey times by having that that route right there, but hey ho. All right, we've still got a couple of guys free, but that should be a way of dealing with things. You know what? Maybe we just like get another farm out here. Yeah, you know what? I feel like we need like another farm. All right, you know what? Humor me with this. Humor me whilst I work through my mental plan. Right, let's get a farm. Let's get a farm right there. Great. Happy days. Mission 1 accomplished. Mission 2 is getting a grain mill. And mission 3 is getting a barn. Perfect. And then we just get chutes to connect them. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Just in the side would be fantastic. No, you're not gonna. You don't wanna. You don't wanna. You don't wanna do that. Why? Why is this not gonna work? There we go. Will that work? No nearby crops. That's because I haven't planted any of the darn things yet. Right. Farm tiles. Let's get. Yep. Whole bunch of farm tiles. Water will be automatically supplied on tiles near the coast. I did not know that. Alright, well, finally we're utilizing a whole bunch of our fertilizer, which is kind of nice, in order to get these farm tiles up and running. There we go. This is actually a pretty darn big farm. Do we want to use all of our fertilizer? Yes. Because we got so much of it lying around. Right, there we go. Perfect. And let's plant some good old grain. As much grain as you would like, please, video game. Use up all of this grain that we've got sitting around. Ah, we've run out. That's fine. Hey, intermediate resources, sorter, pusher, grabber, splitter, blocker, and filter. Wowzers. Holy cow. I mean, this is definitely something that we're going to use in conjunction with belts, but I think that we can also use it just by itself. The grabbers by themselves, I've been informed, are particularly important. Hold on. Is it because I didn't have... It's just... What is going on here? What the heck is happening? Alright. Does that work? We'll have to see if that works. We'll see if it works in the next episode. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Potato. This has been Factory Town. I'll see you next time. Bye.